Inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so you can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now it's Tannehill.
He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll go down at the 28.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here at Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
That was the rookie, Dio Odangbo from Vandy, who brought him down. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
He'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
From the 39, Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And some space here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a play fake. Wentz.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense and this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
To throw again on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 25 on second down, Tannehill trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On first down, Wentz.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Going for the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. 1st down and much more for Henry. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Now at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Exit.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Wentz. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The rookie from Michigan, Quiddy Pay, paying first-year dividends with a takedown there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 or the 4.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. Running right through it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That's complete to Westbrook-Akine.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz escaping the pressure right. Complete to Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Good play there by the versatile Danico Autry. He can play inside or outside on the defensive line. 3 seasons in Indianapolis before signing with the Titans in March. He had 7.5 sacks in 2020.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the...
And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Wentz now on 1st down.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On play action, it's Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Third and long, it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw.
And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Play action. Now Wentz. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Blankenship out for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.